Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Welcome back to part 2 of my playthrough for Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. So in the first part we just got all the introductory stuff out of the way. We played the first character, Pius Augustus, who did not have the best day ever. So the purpose of the game now, or the point of the game now, is to go through and to find missing pages or missing chapters from the Tome of Eternal Darkness. And you basically go through and you play the stories of the characters detailed in the chapters. So, the very next chapter is actually right here on the wall. So if I would have tried to get this before I picked up the book, I wouldn't have been able to decipher it or do anything with it. But it says here, strangely, the Tome of Eternal Darkness, with the Tome of Eternal Darkness in her possession, Alex can read the page. It is a chapter page from the tome itself. Should she take the page? Yes. So the page here is the Binding of the Corpse God. So one thing I just want to say, just to kind of get it out of the way here, I'm recording at least the first two parts here in the same day. And if my commentary was a bit off, or it is a bit off, there's just one thing I kind of want to just explain is right now, for the last few days, I've been having some serious issues with my neck, shoulders, left arm, and even like my lower back and my knees have been bothering me. So there's a lot of aches and pains, and been having a very difficult time like turning my head, or like right now my left arm, which is my primary arm, I can't really actually straighten it out all the way. And I don't know what I did. It's just for the last few days it just kind of happened. So I think it may have maybe pinched a nerve or done something. Muscles are tightening up. But anyway, so I haven't been sleeping too well because of that. And so like I said, if my commentary feels a bit off, I do apologize. Some of the stuff with just reading the text that comes up on the screen, one of the main issues with that is that I've got a camera in front of me, and the tripod kind of obscures some of the words, so I have gotten them wrong for that as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and read The Binding of the Corpse God.
I cannot say what was the true beginning, nor am I sure of its end. So perhaps here is the best place to start. I am reminded of ideas I first encountered in Sir James George Fraser's book, The Golden Bough, a study in magic and religion. We are overwhelmed by a very human need to weave a web of meaning where there may be none. Since time immemorial, ancient peoples have dressed up their lack of knowledge as gods and demons. I have discovered that sometimes the fates of gods and mortals intertwine, and legends are born.
My time is done, great ancient. Forever in shadow will be the master of chaos, and to fade to nothing in obscurity will be thy fate. My master has paid many for this day. It is the true chaos of all things that you now must be entombed amongst the beings
of flesh and bone. And a great monument here, after all. It is a pity that no one will ever recognize it. Jeers. May the darkness flame thee, chaos and damned beast. No longer will thy reign be kept over the ancients you have kept in prison. Thou hast seen the last of this world.
These mythical fables completely amused. Still something to do around here. I really wish something that fantastic and of higher purpose could happen to me.
Well, be careful what you wish for. So, alright. So we are now exploring a tomb here. We're a dancing girl. So, examine. So the detail, the triangular design is carved into the floor. The etched grooves are filled with colored sand. These symbols appear to be related to each other, with one having precedence over another. So let's see if I can kind of get out of the way here. So basically what this is I think it's this cycle of what, which of the ancients is vulnerable to the other. So I believe I chose the green symbol there, of Zelatoth, so that is strong against the red symbol, which is the ancient Churga, and the blue one is Ulioth. So Ulioth is basically the nemesis of the green of Zelatoth, and Zelatoth is the nemesis of Churga. And basically those three runes represent three different things. So three different styles of ancients, with green representing basically sanity, I guess, if you want to call it that. Churga represents physical strength and might, and Ulioth represents magic, basically. So in this case, magic is more powerful than sanity or willpower, I guess you could say. And the sanity can bring down the strength of Churga, and the might of Churga can outmatch the magic of Ulioth. So that's basically what we got here. In our inventory we have a short sword and the Tome of Eternal Darkness. And the sword is already equipped. So there's an amulet there I can take. And wow, this is again really dark. I don't like that. So I guess one of the other things I was kind of worried about when it came to doing this playthrough was the potential for it to be really difficult to pick up on camera. So let's see if this does a little bit better. Might look a little more washed out, but hopefully more of it will show up. So anyway, this door is currently open. There's a medallion on this statue up here. If I take that, it'll seal off that door. So I actually want to go through the door first. Alright. So here we have just a tile detail featuring the sun rising above the edge of the world. And we also have some candles. The design on the wall appears to depict the time of day, perhaps the candles do too. So it's just sort of foreshadowing a puzzle that's going to be coming up. Now there's also a bunch of traps here, so you can see the tiles on the floor that trigger the traps look different. So as long as you avoid them, now this one you automatically trigger, so I just want to see if I can get around that. Nope. Okay, cool. But you can basically just try to avoid them as best as possible to get through it. So this one is just the arrow trap, but we got past that. Alright, so here we have one of the major zombies in the game. So we fought some of the weakest ones, like the absolute weakest, most uninteresting ones in the game. But each of the three ancients also have their own gods. Or not gods, zombies. And whenever you encounter a creature, starting with this character forward, it affects your sanity. So the lower your sanity gets, your character will begin to hallucinate, which is another one of the gimmicks of this game. Whoop! Too busy talking. Alright, so each of the zombies also have their own sort of unique attributes and abilities. So for example, with the red zombie for Churga, so I decapitated him, so you would think that would be good, right? But what happens is, in a few moments, I can take an arm off in the meantime. Oh, if I don't get killed in the process. So the red zombies will actually regenerate, which also means that if I cut off all the limbs, it won't necessarily kill them. It did in this case because I already cut a head off. But now one of the other things is that I can do a finishing maneuver. And if you finish a monster, you regain sanity. Now, I kind of want to show off some of the insanity effects, so I probably won't be doing that too much. And here we have a puzzle. It just says the design on the wall depict the time of the day, perhaps candles do too. So as you can see, there's no sun here, so let's just extinguish both of those candles. And that partially opened a door. Alright, so let's head back out. Just gonna go for it, hope I don't get hit. Like that. Or that. Alright, perfect. Flawless. Now the interesting thing is that you can run, as you see here, but the characters actually, even though it doesn't really show it, they have stamina. So if you run too long, I'm just going to take this necklace, and that seals up the door that I went. So that's why I went that way first, just so I don't have to bother with that. Now the amulet actually does heal as well, and there's 10 charges, so let's actually go ahead and use that. And that is actually the way, like, you can cast spells later on in the game. So one of the important things to know is that you don't want to move. If you move at all when you try casting a spell, it'll cancel the spell out. And if you get hit while casting a spell, you'll lose the spell. And I don't have magic energy here at this point, but let's just go in here. I don't think these are going to animate. Just another candle puzzle. Or just not a puzzle, that's one of the ones that's already set up. Now, this spot here, I think these zombies may start animating, maybe not? No? Okay. Let's just go around that, try to avoid any of these things as we can. And, okay, I'll set one off just for fun. Oh, blade trap. Alright, so here we come across our second zombie, so this one is blue. So these ones, I lost the sanity here, but with these ones, their gimmick is if I don't, so they'll actually go into that animation where they'll start kind of freaking out. If there's other of their kind around them, they'll all get triggered and they'll start doing the same thing, and they will essentially explode. Now a way to prevent that would be to decapitate them. I'm just going to try to get away and see. I don't think it'll reach me all the way over here. But if you decapitate them, that won't happen. So those ones you want to kind of decapitate. And then we get a bronze necklace sitting on top of the clay urn. So this, the only thing that this does is if you put it back on that statue where I got the healing medallion, it will allow me to, it'll open up the exit, or the hallway that got sealed off, but I don't actually need to do that because I already went there. Let's just extinguish that candle. Alright, so we are now good to go. Alright, I believe this is the hallway where the zombies will animate. So we got just a blade trap here. Don't wanna get hit by that. They do a fair amount of damage. Oof, that was actually closer than I would have liked. So yeah, I guess they don't animate. I must be thinking. So you do revisit areas later in the game. So I'm thinking it must be one of the other times that you come back here with a different character that they animate. But now I got a blowgun. And, oop, trapdoor. Ow. Well, I'm okay, but my sword is broken. Alright, oh, that guy's being attacked, so let's just... Alright, nope, nope, nope. Alright, so just keep poisoning them. So these are the Zelatoth zombies, and what's interesting about these guys is you can, if you decapitate them or cut their arms off, they'll still come at you, and they'll actually have sort of like a phantom arm. You'll see like a glowing green aura where their arm would be. And those can still injure you. Now in addition to that, they're also highly flammable. And I don't know if you picked up on that or not, but you can hear like archaeological sounds. That's because my sanity's starting to get kind of low. But anyway, so I rescued this guy. So the guard is grateful for Elia saving his life. In return, he offers to repair Elia's broken weapon as a gesture of thanks. Do you want to repair the sword? Sure do. So my item has been repaired. Now, one thing that you can do is these characters, so you can see I can actually target this guy. And so you can actually kill innocent people. And I don't advocate doing that, but the first time I actually played the game, I just came around the corner and the zombies, it ended up not targeting the zombie, and I ended up shooting this guy. So what happens when you kill an NPC, that's an innocent or whatever, it drains your sanity a lot. And I don't want to do that here just because I'm going to go into a room that's filled with zombies. If your sanity meter reaches 0, then anytime you encounter an enemy that you would normally lose sanity on, it takes it from your health instead. So just keep in mind that you can kill an innocent, and that may happen later on. Now this trap is unavoidable, but it's just crushing one there, and just run around the rest of those panels. Alright, and the camera did draw attention to that specific spot here. Now again, I kind of want to see if I can show off some of the sanity effects, so I'm not going to finish off too many things until it gets low to the point where I might risk dying. So there we go. So there's a hole in the device as though some sort of lever goes into it, so I don't have anything to do with that yet. Let's just keep going. As you can see, the camera starts to slant as you go more and more insane. Whoop. Ow. Okay. Let's just use that. Alright. And you can hear chanting and stuff like that. So these are the most basic sanity effects. So you'd like the camera tilting, hearing chanting or strange noises. Now this part sucks because the crusher trap blocks your view of what's going on here. So, alright. Made it through, just gonna run for it. Ow.
My dear Alice, I will always be at your side. In the times when insanity takes over, when nothing seems right, during those times I will keep you. Fear not, for I will keep you darkness.
Alright, so that was the ghost of her grandfather. Alright, so you actually have the character reacting to that. Now this is the first thing that actually goes to show you the differences in, the power levels. So, for example, this Turturga zombie only has to hit the thing once to kill it. Oh, I got zapped there. Whoa, okay. And the Turturga zombies also have a ton of health. So anyway, there we go. Sanity's pretty low, but we're just going to keep going here. Just going to save though. Whoops. Oh, I can't save. Oh, that's actually one of the other things. As long as there's an enemy on screen, whether it's alive or not, you can't actually save. So let's just go out here. And now I can save. Alright, and cutscene. So there we get a better look at Mantarok, one of the other ancients. Oh.
So, you are reduced to feeding on flesh and bone. How the mighty have fallen. You will surely fester for millennia to come. Slow and torturous fate for thee. You had best leave, young fool, or you will find yourself as food for the dead god.
It's good advice. I should heed that warning. Well, That sucks.
You are one of the chosen many, flesh and blood. It is now your destiny to fight the eternal darkness. And you will enter your application. The gift is your life through Christ. The obligation is this. You hold on a mantle of spirits. The essence of the Lord's God. The summit is a source of great power. For those people, you must get them. Lest they use it to destroy the little brightness your world has left empty. God is well.
Alright. So we just had a zombie give us this giant pulsating creature's heart. Oops. Nope, don't go yet. So, examine, there's a metal staff being held by the statue, so let's pick that up. And this is the lever, essentially. So I'll just make our way back. Like I said, our sanity is getting pretty low, so we may start to get, oh boy, some insanity effects going, especially now. I think it's almost... Oh, I got it, it came back, okay. Alright, let's just keep going. That's too bad. I didn't realize it that it refilled. Ow, ow. Oh, okay, ow, ow. Let's go ahead and use that. Wow. Alright, whoops, we'll go ahead and do another one of those. So this is where the zombies were coming through and setting off all the traps. One more, why not? And you could see from the animation that basically when you lose enough health, your character will actually be reduced in speed and will kind of limp along. So just a lot of cool little features like that that I really enjoy about this game. Alright, okay, I am totally insane here now. But I don't have to go into any other rooms with any other creatures, so let's just go ahead and use this. And that opens up the road to progress. So actually, let's just have a look at this here, because I didn't really do this before, but I can go to detail. So the mural depicts a skeletal demon befriending the ancient Khmer people by denouncing one of their fertility gods. And you can actually pan across. And like the artwork here is just really cool. So basically, we've already seen it. The skeletal creature is Pius Augustus. And that fertility god is a representation, I believe, of Mantarok. So the individual whose heart we have now. So once again, oh, okay, and they're getting up. But there you see also the green sort of like force field. So they can actually still see me, even though normally a zombie with its head off cannot see. These ones can. Okay, well, for some odd reason, okay, there we go. So, like I said, one of the cool things is that the enemies can actually attack one another. Alright, so there we go. Let's just run away. Alright, so we are definitely freaking out. Oh, okay. Whoop. Oh, my head just popped off. But I can pick it up, so it's fine.
And that is never
Alright. Alright, so yeah, I am freaking out. So that is one of the insanity effects. And what's actually kind of cool is that there's enough of them, and some of them are considered to be quite rare. Well, I can't believe I made it through there. But some of them are considered to be pretty rare, and I think that's only about the third time I've seen that one. And I've played through... Whoops. Let's just go. And I've played through this game probably a dozen times now, so... And, oh, there's the stamina effect, so I've run so much that I'm now getting kind of tired. So you just stop for a bit, and your character will catch their breath. Alright, and I'm good to run again, so I'm just gonna run around here. And I want to say there's a point where I can, whoop. Yeah, so I can actually look around and see just this big, big giant creature. I mean, as a Dungeons and Dragons player, this just looks like a gigantic. Alright, well that was another insanity effect, makes it look like the TV turned off. Actually, I was looking through the viewfinder and it just cut out, so that actually got me a little bit. I thought that the camera shut off on me, but alright. But yeah, that just looks like a giant gibbering mouther to me, which is awesome. Alright, and we made it through. Got ourselves a cutscene here now.
Fool, you should have run. Instead, you died. Where is the essence of Mandarin? Where is it? I will not ask again, child. Everywhere. You succumb to the horrors of oblivion.
Alright, so I think we might be sensing a little bit of a theme, at least with the first two chapters, where the characters that we play have both not done so well. So that's another one of the cool things that I actually really like about this game, is that there's not a lot of happy endings. So it just really feels like it fits, again, that sort of that Lovecraftian theme of just terror and despair. But here we go. So after we read that chapter, these candles all lit. And if we go into detail, so a small shrine of candles, their placement appears to be very deliberate, corresponding to the etchings on the table and the illustration upon the wall. Some candles have been lit. So this is the same puzzle. So we see the sun on the far left, so let's extinguish the middle and the right one. And so what we have looks like some sort of scroll case there. So I'm actually going to leave it off here. Actually, you know what? Let's just pick that up, actually. So it's a message tube. We'll pick it up. Okay. Sometimes you'll trigger a cutscene if you pick up an item of interest. So anyway, that didn't happen here. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. We're going to cut things off here. I hope you enjoyed part 2, and be sure to come back for part 3, and we'll have a look and see what's inside the tube. So thank you guys again very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time.